Hi guys, it's me Lily from the Rec Room, and today we're going to be talking all about sexting and all the laws that surround it. So to define sexting, sexting is the sending of sexually explicit messages, emails, pictures, carrier pigeons, stuff like that, but over a cellular or like other electronic device. So I think something that a lot of people don't realize is sexting is actually really common. And like sexting can be seen as a milestone in a lot of relationships. In Alaska, it's illegal to promote, distribute, or possess any sort of nude photo, sext message, anything like that if anyone involved in the sexting is a minor, which means you're under the age of 18. So it could be like a 17-year-old and a 14-year-old sexting. It's legal. It could be a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old. And it's still illegal. But some states have actually been decriminalizing the charges for sexting. In Washington, sexting is only illegal if the images or the text messages or anything is used in a way that can threaten or harm another person. In Colorado, it's illegal if you're under the age of 18 or if the person viewing the image is 4 years older than the person sending it. I'll add a link in the description down below that you can check what your own state's laws about sexting and other things are. Okay, so if you're caught doing any sexting in Alaska, or in a lot of states that don't have sexting specific laws, there's pretty much a range from about 90 days to like 5 years of jail time. But you have to consider that you're only gonna get the jail time if you're caught and charges are pressed. So like I really need to like hit you hard with if charges are pressed. Because if charges aren't pressed, you're not gonna get in trouble. I mean, you might with like your parents, but legally, if no charges are pressed, you will not be prosecuted. Realistically, law enforcement isn't gonna go at, unless charges are pressed, law enforcement isn't gonna go after like two teenagers who are just doing this as part of their relationship. You know, they're not gonna, like, no one's getting hurt by that, and one of them decided to like blackmail the other, then they'd get involved. But they're really gonna get involved in the issues that are actually harming someone. So like two 17-year-olds sexting each other is a whole lot different than a middle-aged person like trying to take advantage of a minor. I think it's really important to understand that maybe like sexting isn't the bad thing when we think about like all the bad things that surround sexting. Like what's bad, and it's not the sexting itself, but what's bad is when people take those images or they take those text messages and they use them against another person to harm them, coerce them into doing sexual acts, blackmail them, manipulate them. Those are the things that are bad, not necessarily just taking a picture of yourself and sending it to your boyfriend. When you put things out into the cyber world, they're never gonna go away because there's people out there who know how to access that. Like when you delete like a naked picture of yourself off your phone, it's not actually off your phone. It's still on the hard drive, and there's people out there who can literally crack into your phone and get that picture. And like, you know, maybe the odds of that actually happening aren't that big, but it happens. We hear about it happening all the time, and it's not like, you maybe don't know someone that's happened to, but you could Google like sexting incidents on the interweb and you'll find it because so many people have been adversely affected by other people using this action to hurt someone. So as you can kind of see from this video, sexting, it can be really complicated, especially if you're like watching this and maybe you don't live in Alaska, and I've been talking about Alaska laws and you're like, oh, I don't live in Alaska, how am I supposed to know that my state laws? Like I said, links in the description. I recommend just like sitting down with yourself and just really thinking like, is this something that I want to do? Am I comfortable with this? Am I comfortable with the person that I would be sending this to? Like really just sit down, allow yourself to think what you want, and don't let anyone try to manipulate you. Like if someone keeps pressing you to like send a picture, just be like, no, like I will do it if I want to. Like you don't need to pressure me, and like why are you doing this? And if someone's pressuring you into doing something, it's probably just not like a good idea to be around them anyways, because they're probably just a poop. So that's about it. That's all I really got for sexting. So you can visit us here at the Rec Room. We're off Ben Walters, and then you turn onto Nielsen's Circle, and we're that cute little house that says Rec Room. We're open 3:30 to 6 Monday through Thursday, or you can call us at 235-3436 if you have any other questions.